One of the biggest questions facing the Patriots as we head into the 2021 regular season, how are they going to replace cornerback Stephon Gilmore for the first 6 weeks of the year? I'm Evan Lazar for CLNS Media down at Gillette Stadium, where the Patriots are starting to make preparations for the Miami Dolphins without top cornerback Stephon Gilmore. Gilmore was placed on the physically unable to perform list on Tuesday, sparking a 6-week absence from the field for the Patriots' former Defensive Player of the Year. So how will the Patriots get by without Gilmore? We know that J.C. Jackson will elevate to the #1 cornerback status, but who fills in for Jackson as the #2 corner on the outside for the Patriots? The best bet for New England is new free agent addition Jalen Mills. Mills struggled with the Philadelphia Eagles as an outside corner, became a jack of all trades in the middle of the defense, playing a little bit of safety and slot corner for Philadelphia, and that is when he began to find his footing in the NFL. But the Patriots, due to necessity, are going to have to kick Jalen Mills back outside to start the season. Now, how did Mills look in the preseason? Pretty good outside cornerback. Let's talk about the positives. Looked to me in press man coverage like Mills was pretty tied together. His hips, his feet, his route recognition, and his ability to stay mirrored on wide receivers on the outside of his ilk, on his pecking order, was pretty solid. Now, where did the Patriots cornerback run into problems? Well, that was when he was isolated against Terry McLaurin in week 1 of the preseason opener against Washington. McLaurin and Mills found each other in a zero coverage without safety help in the middle of the field for the Pats cornerback, and he lost to one of the best route runners in the NFL on a 22-yard reception. So if the Patriots put Mills in the right matchup, meaning J.C. Jackson gets the #1 guy, in Washington's case, that would mean that McLaurin and Jackson would go toe-to-toe week 1 against Miami. More than likely, it's going to be Jackson versus top wide receiver Devontae Parker for the Dolphins. Jalen Mills can fill in, taking the #2 or the #3 guy, depending on where Jonathan Jones is taking out of the slot. So Jalen Mills against a #2 or a #3, feel pretty good about that based off of what we've seen in the preseason so far, but the Patriots will have to manage him, and as Bill Belichick always does, put the player in a position to succeed. Don't make him do anything that is above his pay grade, and that's going to be important for the Patriots secondary with Mills out wide instead of inside the formation like he was projected to do when they signed him in free agency. Other than Mills, you could see Joejuan Williams, the 2019 second-round pick, fill in a little bit at outside corner. He looked good matching vertical routes from former Heisman Trophy winner and Eagles first-round pick Devontae Smith in the second preseason game. Smith on a back shoulder ball forced a tough adjustment. Williams did, that is, and he also stayed with Smith on a post route down the middle of the field. So he has that ability to turn and run with these outside receivers and contest at the catch point down the field. Where Williams runs into problems is when receivers break routes shorter underneath the defense. Smith, for example, going back to that game against Philadelphia, got Williams turned around a few times on some slant routes underneath the defense. So the key for Joejuan Williams, like Jalen Mills, the right kind of matchup. Big body wideouts, pass-catching tight ends, guys that like to get vertically up the field. I think Williams can survive against those types of players. The shifty underneath type of receivers, that's where he's going to have some trouble. But it's going to be Jalen Mills that's going to elevate to that top corner, or second cornerback spot, I should say, behind J.C. Jackson and Stephon Gilmore's absence. I also wrote on this subject on our website, clnsmedia.com, with a lot more film breakdown on how the Patriots will replace Stephon Gilmore. Once again, you can follow all of our coverage on clnsmedia.com, or you can follow us on our YouTube channel, Patriots Press Pass, for all of our video content. I'm Evan Lazar for CLNS Media. Thanks for watching.